write down an infinite number of charges, each of 4 microcoulomb. An infinite number of charges, each 4 microcoulomb, are placed along x-axis, at x equal to 1 meter, 2 meter, 4 meter, 8 meter, and so on up to infinity. ठीक है? An infinite number of charges, each of 4 microcoulomb, are placed along x-axis at x equal to 1, 2, 4, 8, etc. Find total force on a charge. Find total force on a charge of 1 coulomb placed at origin. Find total force on a charge of 1 coulomb placed at the origin. So suppose O is the origin point where plus 1 coulomb of charge is kept. Then at x equal to 1, 2, 4, etc. we have charges 4 microcoulomb here, 4 microcoulomb here, 4 microcoulomb here, and so on. So each of the charge of 4 microcoulomb will be exerting its force on plus 1 coulomb charge. Plus 1 coulomb टेस्ट चार्ज है, इसके ऊपर हर 4 माइक्रोकूलम का जो चार्ज है फोर्स लगा रहा होगा. इन विच डायरेक्शन? वी नीड टू फाइंड द डायरेक्शन फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल. ये भी पॉजिटिव है, ये भी पॉजिटिव है सभी, so it will be repulsive. So due to first charge, plus 1 coulomb charge will experience a force in this direction. Due to second charge also, due to third charge also. So all the forces will get added up. ये हमें पता चल गया. So what will be the total force experienced by 1 coulomb of charge? It will be F1 plus F2 plus so on. सभी forces का sum होगा because they are in the same direction. ठीक है? Now let us write how to write F1, F2, so on. क्या फॉर्मूला है? K Q1 1 coulomb, Q2 4 microcoulomb over R square. पहला फोर्स है 1 square plus K Q1 Q2 over कितना है फोर्स? आपका डिस्टेंस कितना? 2 square plus K Q1 Q2 over 4 square and so on up to infinity. This will go on. Up to infinity it will go. So let's take out common things. K means 9 into 10 raised power 9 into 4 into 10 raised power minus 6. We take common. We are left with 1 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 16 so on up to infinity. So जो नॉन मेडिकल स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनको ये पता है, वो +1 में करते हैं इनफाइनाइट जीपी. दिस विल बी इनफाइनाइट ज्योमेट्रिकल प्रोग्रेशन. पर आपको नहीं पता है तो चलो मैं आपको फॉर्मूला बता देती हूँ. सम ऑफ इनफाइनाइट जीपी विल बी गिवन बाय द फॉर्मूला. सम ऑफ इनफाइनाइट जीपी इज a over 1 minus r, where what is a is the first term. फर्स्ट टर्म है 1 और r क्या है? कॉमन रेशो. मतलब किसी भी टर्म की प्रीवियस टर्म के साथ रेशो. सो हियर 1/4 डिवाइडेड बाय 1, that is 1/4. r is first term is 1 and r is common ratio is 1/4. So let us put in the values here in this part. बाकी वैसे ही रहेगा. 9 6 4 36 into 10 raised to power 3 a over 1 minus r. Here we have applied that formula, sum of infinite GP a over 1 minus r. So let us solve this now. 36 into 10 raised to power 3 into 1 over 3/4. So it will become 4/3. ठीक है? So this would be the total force experienced by +1 coulomb of charge which has been kept at origin. So this is your answer. You can express the answer in scientific notation. Then it will be 4.8 into 10 raised to power 4 Newton. Is that clear students? देख लीजिए एक बार ध्यान से. All the steps are clear to you. First we marked the direction. From there we came to know that all the forces are acting in the same direction. तो हमें उनको simply add करना है क्योंकि उनकी direction same है. तो फिर हमने उनको add किया. ठीक है? Got this? Is this question clear? So I'll be giving one assignment of forces to you. अब फोर्सेस की एक असाइनमेंट देनी है मैंने आपको. ठीक है, चलिए. तो ये हमारा फर्स्ट पार्ट हो गया इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक फील्ड, चार्जेस एंड फोर्स का. नेक्स्ट इज चैप्टर 2 इज ऑफ यूनिट 1 इज इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक फील्ड. ठीक है, तो फोर्स हमने कर लिया. अब इसके बाद हमने इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड को डिफाइन करना है, एक्सप्लोर करना है. सो राइट डाउन व्हाट इज इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड और आल्सो कॉल्ड इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक फील्ड. Second chapter is electric field. Okay. So first of all, let's understand what is electric field. In 10th class students, you had done one term magnetic field. Same way we have electric field. Okay. Magnetic field क्या होता था? It was space around a magnet within which it can attract or repel other substances, other magnets. Same way, what is electric field? It is the space or region around a charge within which it can attract or repel other charges, within which it can show its electrostatic influence. Okay, that is called electric field. So likhiye definition. What is electric field? It is the space around a charge. It is the space around a charge within which it can attract or repel other charges, within which it can attract or repel other charges. So that is called electric field or electrostatic field. अब ये तो हो गया space. The quantity that is related to it, physical quantity that indicates the strength of electric field at a point, is called electric field intensity. If you remember 10th में magnetic field intensity हुआ करती थी B vector. So here in place of magnetic field intensity, we are having electric field intensity denoted by E vector. Okay, so let us define electric field vector now. Electric field intensity denoted by vector E. Electric field intensity. So write down the definition. It is a physical quantity. It's a physical quantity that indicates the strength of electric field at a point. It's a physical quantity that indicates the strength of electric field at a point. तो किसी भी पॉइंट पे उसकी स्ट्रेंथ को जो क्वांटिटी इंडिकेट करती है, जो फिजिकल क्वांटिटी एसोसिएटेड है विद दिस इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड, दैट इज कॉल्ड इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इंटेंसिटी. तो ये हो गई हमारी क्वालिटेटिव डेफिनेशन. व्हाट इज आवर क्वांटिटेटिव डेफिनेशन? दैट इज इट इज द फोर्स एक्सपीरियंस्ड बाय a unit charge kept at a point. Force experienced per unit charge, that is also called electric field intensity. Let's understand first. Suppose we have a charge Q. We have a point charge Q here. Okay. This is its electric field. This is the space within which it can attract or repel other charges. ये उसका electric field हमने define कर दिया roughly, right? So there is a point inside this electric field where +1 coulomb or where test charge Q naught is kept. ये point P जो है, that is within the electric field of the source charge Q, and at we have kept a test charge Q naught at this point. Let us see how much force will be experienced by test charge kept at that point, right? So how can we write force between the two charges if distances are? Using Coulomb's formula, F is equal to K Q naught by R square. And by definition, electric field at that point is the force experienced by a test charge or unit charge kept at that point. So let us put in the values. K Q naught by R square over Q naught. Q naught gets cancelled. So electric field we get equal to K Q by R square. Or its formula is 1/4 pi epsilon naught q by r square. So this is the electric field at a point due to point charge. So remember how it is different from electrostatic force. फोर्स में हमारे पास 1/4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 over r square होता था, यहाँ पे होगा एक q कम हो गया. ठीक है. So write the numerical definition of electric field intensity also. Write down the numerical definition. Electric field intensity is defined as force experienced by, it is defined as the force experienced by electric field intensity at a point is defined as the force experienced by a unit charge kept at that point. Electric field intensity at a point around a source charge is defined as the force experienced by a unit charge kept at that point. Force experienced by a unit charge kept at that point. So we get this formula noted down, k q by r square. Force was k q1 q2 by r square. This is k q by r square. So we can easily make out from here we arrive at a very important formula that we'll be using throughout the unit. F is equal to QE. This is the relation between force and field. F is equal to QE, and on the basis of this we can write the unit of electric field intensity as well. Unit of force is Newton, unit of charge is Coulomb. So note down what is the unit of electric field intensity, that is Newton per Coulomb. Newton per Coulomb, that is the unit of electric field intensity. Now let's do the superposition principle of electric fields like we did the superposition principle for electric forces. So let us see how to deal with numericals of electric field intensity at a point. So what is the basic difference? I tell you, force हम दो point charges के बीच में निकालते थे, electric field intensity हम एक point पे निकालेंगे और वहां पे कोई charge given नहीं होगा, वो point होगा, वहां पे आपने electric field निकालना होगा due to other charge, another point charge. ठीक है. और वहां पे हम +1 कूलम का चार्ज इमेजिन करेंगे. So where we want to find electric field intensity, we will assume +1 coulomb of charge there because it's very important from point of view of marking direction also. हम numericals में ऐसे ही करेंगे, article में भी ऐसे ही करेंगे. So look at this article very carefully. Superposition principle of electric fields. Superposition principle of electric fields. Same way, the resultant electric field intensity at a point due to a number of charges around it is the vector sum of individual electric field intensities at that point. Okay? बस फोर्सेस की जगह हमने फील्ड्स ले लिए. लिखिए इसकी स्टेटमेंट. व्हाट इज सुपरपोजिशन प्रिंसिपल ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक फील्ड्स? रिजल्टेंट इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इंटेंसिटी एट अ पॉइंट, राइट डाउन. रिजल्टेंट इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इंटेंसिटी एट अ पॉइंट ड्यू टू अ नंबर ऑफ चार्जेस अराउंड इट, ड्यू टू अ नंबर ऑफ चार्जेस अराउंड इट is the vector sum of individual electric field intensities at that point. That is, आगे ये लिख लीजिए मैथमेटिकल. ठीक है. So resultant electric field intensity at a point due to number of charges around it is the vector sum of individual electric field intensities at that point. Okay, so let us draw a plane where we have a number of point charges, q1, q2, so on up to qn. So the position vectors are r1, r2, rn, so on. Okay, So this is the point P having position vector R naught, where we want to find total electric field, resultant electric field intensity due to all the charges around it. अब यहाँ P पॉइंट पे कोई चार्ज गिवन नहीं है आपको, यहाँ पे इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड निकालना है ड्यू टू ऑल द चार्जेस. फील्ड तो एग्जिस्ट करेगा ही क्योंकि उन चार्जेस की रेंज के अंदर है. ठीक है. So let us assume +1 coulomb of charge here. Let us imagine +1 coulomb of charge here because it's very important. We have to mark directions also. So to find the direction of electric field at P point due to Q1, join this line. Okay, जैसे हम फोर्स में कर रहे थे, join this line. अब ये पॉजिटिव उस पॉजिटिव के अवे नहीं जाएगा, रिपेल करेगा. So this is the direction of E1. So the way we were marking the direction of forces, same way we will be marking the direction of electric field intensities also, right? Now due to Q2, if we want to find, join this line, and again repulsive electric field will be there. Now to find Qn, join this line, and this +1 coulomb of charge will get repelled. So this is the direction of field due to nth charge. So how will we find the resultant? We'll find the resultant with the help of vector sum. So this resultant will give us total intensity at a point P due to number of charges around it. तो ये अब हम निकालते हैं. ठीक है. तो if you remember what was F naught superposition principle of forces, क्या था? F12 plus F13, F01, F02, F03, so on. It was like this. हमने ऐसे ही derive किया था. And it came out to be Qi Q naught by 4 pi epsilon naught summation I varying from 1 to n Qi R naught minus Ri vector R naught minus Ri magnitude Q. Do you remember this? हमने सुपरपोजिशन प्रिंसिपल ऑफ फोर्सेस जब किया था तो यही आया था लास्ट में. चेक करिए अपनी कॉपी से, चेक करिए. डिड यू गेट दिस और नॉट? यही आया था. यस और नो बच्चे? चेक दैट. हाँ, यही आया था.
Yes ma'am.
Okay, so same lines, on the same lines we'll find electric field also, and the difference is it is force experienced due to all the charges per unit charge. तो just हम Q naught से divide कर देंगे तो ये हमारा Q naught cancel हो जाएगा. We'll get 1/4 pi epsilon naught summation I varying from 1 to n Qi R naught minus Ri R naught minus Ri Q. So this was our total electric field. ठीक है. So this is superposition principle of electric fields. In the same way we did for electric forces. So just we will, according to the definition, divide that total force by charge, test charge. ठीक है. तो ऐसे ही हम न्यूमेरिकल्स करेंगे. एट द एंड ऑफ दिस चैप्टर we'll be doing the numericals of electrostatic fields as well, right? Now next is electric field intensity due to continuous charge distribution. तो वो भी सेम वे हम डिराइव कर लेते हैं जैसे हमने फोर्सेस के लिए किया था. So first of all, electric field due to linear charge distribution. So let us take continuous charge distributions now. So first case is electric field due to a linear charge distribution. Linear charge distribution. ठीक है. So we are taking again a line charge over which charges uniformly distributed. We want to find electric field intensity at a point P, which is at a distance r from the line charge distribution. So what we will do, we will divide it into a number of elements. We'll take one element whose small charge is dq and small length is dl. ठीक है, जिसकी small length है dl. So here we imagine +1 coulomb of charge again. So due to this positive charge, it will get repelled. So this will give us the direction of small electric field dE. So what was the force due to this charge distribution? If you remember, it was Q naught by 4 pi epsilon naught lambda dl over r square. यही था? Do you remember this or not? यही था कि नहीं था? Yes, students, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. तो अब हमने बस क्या करना है कि इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड की डेफिनेशन के अकॉर्डिंग वील डिवाइड दिस फोर्स बाय द टेस्ट चार्ज, क्योंकि उस पॉइंट पे कोई चार्ज नहीं पड़ा हुआ तो हमें इससे डिवाइड करना पड़ेगा. Q naught will get cancelled and we get 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught lambda dl r cap by r square. So this will give us electric field intensity due to linear charge continuous distribution. Due to linear charge distribution. Okay, same way we'll do it for surface charge distribution and for volume charge distribution. बिल्कुल वैसे ही करेंगे. First you write this. इसको complete कर लो. Then we'll do surface charge distribution. Done? Have you written? Mansi, have you written? Mansi?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So next is surface charge distribution. Surface charge distribution. So we'll take a rectangular plate over which charge is distributed uniformly. Okay. Charge is distributed. Again, we divide it into a number of area elements and we choose one such area element. So we choose one such area element whose small charge is dq and small area is ds. Small area is ds. So in this case, surface charge density is the parameter that decides. So just we'll replace lambda dl by sigma ds. We'll just replace lambda dl by sigma ds. It will become electric field due to surface charge distribution. So just there will be change in diagram and in place of lambda dl, we'll be writing sigma ds. Is that clear, students? Anybody having doubt can tell me. Hurry up. Vidisha, is that clear? Vidisha?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear है आपको?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. जहां पे डाउट आएगा बच्चे पूछ लेना, because the question will be in this form. Write a note on this charge distribution, surface charge distribution. So that will be your wish if you want to find force or field. That will be up to you. Third is volume charge distribution. Now let's find electric field at a point due to entire volume charge distribution. So now we are having volume charge distribution. So we have charge distributed over a cube uniformly. And we'll divide it into a number of volume elements this time. We'll be dividing it into a number of volume elements. And we'll take one such volume element having small charge dq and small volume dv. Okay, and what will be the replacement in this case? Who will tell me? In place of sigma ds, what should I write? Yes, students, who will tell me? Yes, Shivam. In place of sigma ds, what will be the substitution? Aditya.
रो का सिंबल आ जाएगा मैम.
Yes, ma'am. Rho dV.
Yes, it will be rho dV, volume charge density and dV. So here also rho dV. It will be rho dV in place of sigma ds, in place of lambda dl. So this is all about the charge distributions also. So we have in analogy to electrostatic force, we have derived the expressions of electric field intensity due to a point charge. Then superposition principle we did. Then we also found electric field intensity due to continuous charge distributions. All the three types of continuous charge distributions we discussed today, right? So next topic would be electric lines of force. In 10th standard you did magnetic lines of force, but now we'll be doing all the properties of electric lines of force. Okay, so have you done this? Let us start with that topic.
Yes, ma'am.
Or first have a look at the lecture. If you were having any doubt, you can ask. But so what is an electric line of force? बिल्कुल वैसे ही हम डिफाइन करेंगे जैसे हमने मैग्नेटिक लाइन ऑफ फोर्स को डिफाइन किया था इन 10th क्लास. सो एन इलेक्ट्रिक लाइन ऑफ फोर्स इज अ पाथ, स्ट्रेट भी हो सकता है, कर्व्ड भी हो सकता है, स्ट्रेट और कर्व्ड, द टेंजेंट टू विच एट एनी पॉइंट गिव्स द डायरेक्शन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इंटेंसिटी. ठीक है, तो अगर हम इलेक्ट्रिक लाइन पे अगर एक टेंजेंट ड्रॉ करेंगे, इट विल गिव अस द डायरेक्शन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इंटेंसिटी एट दैट पॉइंट. बिल्कुल वैसे ही जैसे हमें मैग्नेटिक फील्ड इंटेंसिटी की डायरेक्शन मिलती थी, here we are getting direction of electric field intensity. I can draw it here and then you can write the definition. So these lines are called electric lines of force or electric field lines. Electric field lines or electric lines of force. So I am drawing an electric line of force. If I draw tangent at any point, it gives me the direction of electric field intensity at that point. So this is how I can define it. Likhiye definition. It is a path, straight or curved. It is a path, P-A-T-H, path, straight or curved, the tangent to which at any point gives the direction of electric field intensity. Gives the direction of electric field intensity. So this is the definition. Now so many properties of these lines we are going to do. First property, write down the properties. First property, they direct from positive to negative charge. Their direction is from positive to negative charge always. They come out of positive and end at negative charge. Okay, their direction is from positive to negative. Okay, second property is for uniform electric field. For uniform electric field, we can draw parallel and equispaced lines. So that would mean this side is positive, this side is negative. Their direction is from positive to negative. So for uniform electric field, we can draw parallel and equispaced lines. Uniform electric field means whose strength of electric field remains same at all the points. It is the electric field whose strength remains same at all the points in certain region of space. That is uniform electric field. So how do we represent uniform electric field? By drawing parallel and equispaced electric lines of force. Third property is For positive isolated charge, the electric lines, they direct radially outward. उनकी direction along the radius है, outward है, क्योंकि positive से start होती है ना, तो बाहर जाती हैं, outward जाती हैं. So let us draw for isolated positive charge. For isolated positive charge, they direct radially outward. They direct radially outward. For isolated positive charge, they direct radially outward. Fine? Okay.